Hey guys, Coach Pippin here from Pippin Performance, and welcome to the Fit Project, your weekly workouts designed to help you be strong, be mobile. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel below to get the latest workouts as they're posted. Today we're going to get you ready for all types of water sports. I have my beautiful wife Jen here with me. She's going to be demoing everything. And whether you're surfing, paddleboarding, or skiing on the lake, you'll need lots of balance and stability between your upper and lower body to stay upright. For this workout, you'll need a resistance band, a bench, dumbbells, and a foam roller. Today's workout includes 90-90 windmills, half kneeling pull-off presses, hip thrust, hip cars, back lunge upswing, dumbbell rows, and we'll finish it off with rear delt lateral lunges. Alright guys, let's get to it. So first we're going to start in the 90-90 windmill. So we're going to have Jen sit on the ground. We're going to get into our 90-90 position. And basically that's a fancy way of setting up your legs. So to make sure we have this, we want to have this foot over here. We want to have our front foot in line with this back leg. This guy parallel with this guy, and then we're going to have ourselves rest on our right forearm. So we're going to try to really open up that thoracic cage. So we're going to have her reach with our left hand, and we're going to slowly swoop and try to draw the biggest circle humanly possible, opening that sternum to the ceiling. We're just going to get 5 reps here. This is just a good way to get everything moving and grooving here. We're kind of dissociating between lower body and upper body in terms of mobility. Go slow and make sure you're always breathing with this. We're always trying to rotate that sternum as much as we can. Let's get 2 more, guys. Nice and smooth. Really feel safe on that right elbow. If it feels a little sketchy, just kind of pull it a little bit closer to you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's switch sides. So same thing, take that same 90-90 setup. Front shin parallel with the back leg. This guy's all in the same plane. Now let's rest on that left forearm. Kind of make sure it's nice and engaged. Take that right hand, reach, reach, reach. And roll and open up to the ceiling. Once again, we're going to get 5 here, guys. Good. Slower is always better with this stuff, especially if it's first thing in the morning, you're about to go out and hit the water. Slow down a little bit, make sure you get every little bit of range of motion you got, and open those bad boys up. Little quick check-in, you can always think about driving your knees into the ground, helps a little bit more stability. You just get a little bit more movement. That's good. Last one. And nice and smooth. All right, next thing, guys, up, we're going to get into our half kneeling pull-out presses. So we're going to have Jen slide a little bit to her left. So you can use a resistance band, you can attach it to a rig, whatever you got access to. We're going to take double grip. We're going to go left leg out in front. So before we even start, we want to get as tight as humanly possible. So we want to think about right glute being super engaged. You're not going to move your left foot, but almost think like you're trying to drag it toward you, and that's going to turn that leg on. We're nice and tall leg spine, so right now we have a straight line between our right knee and our head. We're going to back up a little bit. We've got a little bit of tension in the band. We're going to do 10 presses. Come back, touch our chest, nice and slow, and then slowly push that away from us. And what you want to think about here is not rotating, all right? So this is kind of like an anti-rotation. It's good core work. It's teaching our body how to sync between lower and upper. But we're just getting everything nice and turned on before we go out and hit that water. Do a quick little check-in, make sure your shoulders are down. We're kind of keeping our elbows inward. We don't want to chicken wing out too much. Looks good. Everybody squeeze their butt really tight right now. Get super tight, tighten those abs, tighten those glutes. Looks good, man. Relax. All right, so let's switch. So we're gonna have her scoot on over. So right now we got right leg out in front, left leg's nice and engaged. Let's tuck that back foot. So let's get really, really tight, and let's get 10 reps, guys. Nice and slow. So just make sure you're drawing a straight line. You're not going zigzag, because this band is pulling her to the left, just like you. And so you want to really think about pushing straight out. You're fighting that rotation that's wanting to occur. Looks good, looks good. And finish up. And relax. Awesome job, guys. All right, now we're going to get into hip thrust. So we're going to have Jen lay on the bench. We're going to have, so the end of the bench, chair, couch, whatever you got, is going to sit right underneath your scapula. So we're going to come out first, hips are elevated. So right now we should be almost in a nice tabletop position. From this position, we're thinking about squeezing your glutes. Now, if you start to feel your lower back, that means you're not tucking enough, okay? So we're going to keep everything together, and we're going to slowly let everything fall as the shoulders come off the bench a little bit, and now we're going to drive back up and squeeze our butt. And we're going to get 10 here, guys. So this is all about just getting our horsepower nice and strong. Everything comes from our hips, our glutes. We're just getting those bad boys ready to rock and roll. Nice and smooth. So if you start to feel your neck turn on a little bit here, you can always put your hand kind of like Jen's doing right now to kind of support it. If you don't feel it in your neck, then go ahead and just let your arms be out with the teeth. An easy way to progress this, you can either go one leg, which gets very, very challenging because now you gotta add a little stability to it. Or you can even put like a dumbbell, sandbag, whatever you want right across your waist, and you can add load that way. Excellent. All right, let's go through all that one more time. Let's get back into those 90-90 windmills. So get into your 90-90 position. Bring that right leg back, that looks perfect. All right, let's now get on our right forearm. And let's make those big giant circles. So we're reaching, slow, opening up that sternum toward the ceiling. Basically trying to carve out as much range of motion as we possibly can in that upper body. Good. Think about driving your knees down, guys. It just helps create more stability, and that way the lower body can't move all that much. That's good. Let's get 2 more. Don't freak out if you hear some snack, crackle, popping. It's all good, guys. It's just a little air pocket being released in those joints. And last one. Excellent. All right, let's switch sides. All right, so once again, just make sure you got your setup here, guys. Always make sure we got nice 90-degree angles. That's why we call it 90-90. So that foot runs with this guy, he's parallel to that guy, and now let's get on that left forearm, which is going to be parallel to our left femur. Take that right arm, reach, and open up. Even if you're not going to go out and hit the wires, guys, this is probably one of my favorite things to do with people. It just feels really good. You're just opening up everything, especially if you've been sitting at a desk. You get kind of stuck here a little bit. It's just one of those feel-good stretches.
It does. Feels really good.
That's why she's smiling. Excellent. Last one here. Beautiful. All right, let's get back up into those half kneeling pull-up presses. We're going to slide over a little bit more. Excellent. So we're going to have our left leg out in front for this one. Right knee on the ground. Grab the handles. Now, let's get really turned on. Squeeze that right glute. Think about dragging the left foot without moving to create as much tension. Abs are engaged. And let's do a nice smooth 10 reps. Looks good. 2. Do a quick check-in. Where are your shoulders at? They shouldn't be up near your ears. They should be nice and down. Everything looks nice and smooth. Your head's over your spine. If you get a mirror to your right, you can always take a look. Make sure we have a nice straight line between our right knee all the way up to the top of our head. Just creating tension here, guys. Excellent. All right, let's switch sides. All right, so right leg's out in front, left knee's on the ground, back foot tucked. Squeeze that left butt cheek, and let's get 10, guys. Nice and smooth. Whoop. There we go. There's an anti-rotation happening right there.
I wasn't doing my job.
Create that stability, guys. Looks good. Quick check-in. Where your shoulders at? Where's your head at? Is your back butt cheek engaged? Looks good. Create tension, guys. And finish up. Excellent. All right, let's get back into those hip thrusts. Let's get 10 reps. So once again, the bench is going to sit just underneath your scapula. Put your hand behind your head if you feel like you need it. Walk those feet out. So let's first come up. Squeeze those glutes. Let's make sure we have a nice straight line between our knee and our shoulder all the way up to our head. We're going to drop, pause, and then we're going to come on up. Now sometimes people tend to feel the lower back when they're going down, and that just means you're sticking your butt out on the way down. So a good little tip is if you think big thumb right in your sternum and right on your belly button, this distance can't change. So as she hinges back and down, that distance staying the same is going to stay all in your glutes. It's almost like if you just keep thinking about keeping your abs engaged, that's going to help out here. The butt should be nice and turned on right now. Excellent. Alright, we should be nice and warmed up, guys. Now we're going to get into the next part of the workout. Come on up. So now we're going to do a little bit of mobility stuff to get our hips moving. So we're going to do what we call a hip carve, it's controlled articular rotation. It's all about getting our hip to do what hip things do. So we're going to have her grab the foam roller with her left hand. You can use a bench, table, whatever you got. But we're going to lift the right leg up, get in a nice flexion, try not to move anything else. Open the barn door, the knee's going to drop, foot's going to come up. You're going to feel this weird sticky feeling here on your pocket. You're going to swoop around and then return to the starting position. Don't worry, the next round will show up from the side. So get a good grip. Let's radiate some tension. So let's lock that left leg out, squeeze the left butt cheek. Abs are nice and tight. Right knee comes up. Open the barn door. Slowly come through and then back through the zone. Slower is better with your cars, guys. Feel every little bit of range of motion. Excellent. Good pause, open the door, and back down and through. So good tips, when that knee starts to come out, don't let your belly button go with it. Try to think your belly button is always staying straight ahead. The goal is isolate only the hip joint, nothing else. Excellent. All right, let's switch sides. So first, do a little check-in. Where's your right leg? Nice and locked out, abs are engaged, good posture. We're sturdy on that foam roller or whatever we got. Left leg up, open the door. Nice smooth rotation, good. So if you feel like you have too much stuff moving, you can always take your thumb of whatever leg's moving, put it right on top of your pelvis, wrap your fingers around, get you a good grip, and try not to let that pelvis move at all. All right, excellent, last one, and through. All right, now we're gonna get some serious stuff, guys. We're gonna do what we call a back lunge with an upswing. So I'm gonna demonstrate real quick. So use a foam roller, whatever you got. If you got something a little heavier, you can always use like a sledgehammer. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it does work. So we're gonna go to our right. So my right hand's on the bottom, left hand's on top. I'm gonna drop back into a lunge with my right leg, and I'm gonna rotate my torso. So we're trying to get the lower body with the upper body kind of sync together. I'm gonna pause in this position. I'm gonna drive up through my left leg, and I'm gonna come up top and get a big upswing. Come down smooth, rotate, pause, come up and swing. All right, Jen, let's give it a go.
Whew, I'm nervous.
So left hand on top, right hand holding, so we're almost holding the foam roller almost straight up and down. So from this position, we're gonna take that right leg back into a lunge, come down, we're gonna hold, we're gonna rotate, pause, drive up to the left leg, and come up nice and accelerated. We're just doing 5 here, guys. If you wanna do more, go for it. We're just trying to get that lower upper body kind of sync together. Good, and as you start to feel more comfortable, you'll see she's starting to accelerate. Boom, good, one more. Drive up. All right, so rotate the foam roller over and slide a little to our right. So now we're gonna go left leg back. So step back, get a little bit bigger step, drop straight down, rotate, drive up and down. Excellent. So the first time you do this, maybe shorten your stride back a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with it. Find your balance. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. Drive up and through. Awesome. And finish up. Beautiful.
That's right.
All right, now we're starting to breathe a little bit. Now we're going to get what we call dumbbell rows. So take some light dumbbells to start with. We're going to do this from the hinge position. So nice and tall. Shove the hips back. We want to get our back as parallel to the floor as possible. Just go to where you feel safe. So my legs are really supporting me here as well as my abs. My back's not really doing all that much. Own this position. Dumbbells come up and back down. We're just going to do 10 here, guys. All right, starting up nice and tall to begin. Abs butt engaged. Push the hips back and hold. Dumbbells hang, and now we're going to drive the elbows straight up. So wherever your sternum is looking, that's where your eyes should look. Don't try to cock your head back to see where you're at. Make sure everything's nice and aligned. She's doing a great job of pausing at the top. Good, she's squeezing those shoulder blades together, feeling all the support coming from her hips. Looks good. Excellent. All right, go ahead and set those down. All right, guys, we got one more fancy move for you guys. So we're gonna do what's called a rear delt lateral lunge. You're gonna take your resistance band. You're gonna wind it up so you got a little bit of tension. So it's 2 moves. So we're gonna go into our lateral lunge to our right. So I like to plant, hinge, and now I'm gonna open, come together, and I'm gonna push back. Okay, we're gonna go 10 each side. So right, plant, hinge, open. So we're just, once again, we're sinking that upper body to our lower body. Go a little wide. All right, let's get a good grip. All right, so we're gonna step to our right, plant, hinge, and open, and then come back together. Awesome, let's get 9 more, guys. And if this is the first time you guys have ever done this, or even a lateral lunge, don't worry about how far you step, it's not important. It's more about sinking the hip back, staying on that right heel, because that's where our power comes from. We're not letting that right knee buckle in, it's kind of always pointed straight or a little out. And we're getting some good engagement in our upper back via those shoulders. Excellent. I'm usually not too big a fan of combo moves, but this guy tends to work really well. Doesn't take a ton of skill, but we get a lot of bang for our buck here. Excellent. All right, let's slide to our right. Now we're going to take it to the left.
Your shoulders on fire, mine are.
Let's get tight.
Okay.
Step to the left. Hinge. Excellent. Let's get 9 more going to our left. If you ever feel your knee when you're doing any kind of lunge, just make sure your heel is planted. Sometimes that knee tends to go a little forward too far, and that's when you start to get that kind of top of the patellar kind of knee pain that we're all too familiar with. Just make sure you're moving your hips, not your knees, all right, guys? Good, nice and smooth. As you start to get tired, don't speed up, guys. Make it nice, smooth, stay nice and relaxed. And remember, just keep having fun with this, guys. The water will be a piece of cake after this.
Thinking about boats. I'm thinking about boats.
All right, excellent. Good, perfect. All right, let's get back into this hip part. So this time we're gonna have Jen facing to her left so you guys can see her right leg moving. So hold that in your left hand. So put that thumb right at the top of your pelvis and then get you a good grip of that pelvis because we don't want this thing moving too much. So we're gonna lift up as high as we can without leaning back. Open the door, knee drops, we rotate and we swoop around. Excellent. Now right now, if you've never done a hip carve before, you're gonna wanna speed up right when that knee starts to drop and the foot comes up because it does not feel all that great on your pocket. That's all right, just take your time, nice and smooth. Good, open, rotate, and swoop. Excellent, all right, let's spin around. So now we're gonna have pulling the right, and we're gonna make that left leg, so take that thumb, put it right on the top of your left pelvis, get you a good grip with your fingers, and let's go, guys, let's get 5. Nice and smooth, perfect. And if you feel like you're a little bit off balance, it's okay to tap your foot down in between each rep. Maybe grab something that's a little sturdier than a foam, like kitchen counter works really well, bench works really well, a rig, a wall even, whatever you got access to. That's good. And last one. All right, let's take that foam roll, let's do that back lunge upswing. So we're gonna use our right leg first, so we're gonna flip that. Perfect, so if I'm using my right leg to go backward, that right hand's on the bottom, I step back, and then I rotate into my lunge. So right leg goes back, we drop straight down, and rotate up and through. Every breath, maybe get a little bit quicker on that upswing. There we go, start to accelerate, generating force and power. Excellent. All right, let's go left. Good, so left hand's on bottom, right hand's on top. Drop that left leg back, get that good rotation. Good. Now you see why we started off with those 99 windmills, guys. We want to open up that thoracic cage to allow us all that good rotation to take place. Good, nice and smooth. Good. All right, put the foam roller down. Let's grab those dumbbells. All right, let's get back to those dumbbell rows. So once again, get that good hinge. Hips are supporting all of my body weight, hamstrings are turning on, abs are engaged, arms dangle, and we drive the elbows straight up for 10 reps. So you can change your angle with your back, guys. You don't always have to be necessarily parallel to the floor. You can see Jen's a little bit more vertical, and that's totally fine. Just go to where you feel comfortable. Variety is always a good thing when it comes to working out. The more positions you can get your body prepared for, the better off you're going to be when you hit the real world. Excellent. All right, I'll take those. All right, guys, let's finish up strong. We've got those rear delt lateral lunges. So take your band, good rep. Excellent. All right, so let's start on our left leg. We're gonna go to our right. So we plant, hinge, open, and then drive back. Excellent. Let's get 9 more. Open, good. Now make sure you own each position, guys. So if you feel like you're a little wobbly, just pause in each phase. You can always come out, pause at the lunge, pause at the hinge, pause at the opening up, and then return back to that starting position. And as you guys get more comfortable, you can start to speed up a little bit, start generating a little bit more power, pushing off of that right leg. Good. All right, guys, let's finish up to the left. So slide right, We're gonna go with left, hinge, and opening. Looks good. So do the best you can, guys, with what your feet are doing. So technically, you always want your feet straight ahead. If they turn out a little bit, that's totally fine, but for the most part, you want to try to have your feet straight and almost act like you're kind of going down a straight line. People sometimes have a tendency to let that foot go forward or backward. Try to go in a straight line. If you need like a little line in front of you, a little guide, that's totally fine. Looks good. All right, guys, let's finish up. Excellent. All right, guys, that's the end of today's workout. You may not have thought about doing a strength and mobility workout to help you with your water sports, but trust me, do this a couple times a week and avoid face planting the next time you're out there on the water. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, remember, be strong, be mobile.